bust eardrums. Just saying.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
We couldn't help it. I know we probably busted eardrums, right? Are y'all hearing us? Are we okay? We're having a little trouble again every time YouTube does some weird stuff and we try to fix it and not sure.
Yeah.
I got to make this chat a little bit bigger.
Yes,
I think that's it.
That's better. Yeah.
Okay, so how many eardrums did we bust? Well, when I get... There we go. Are we there? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I see a lot of people. Now, this chat, I had to make it a little bit bigger. And
it's going to move faster.
Moves faster, and it's really hard to read.
Yeah.
Y'all, we're going to miss questions going
Okay,
and
I can
coming,
tell
and I'm
now.
really
Yeah.
sorry. If you want us to answer a question, you may have to really just...
What the heck was that? They said, we don't know what it was. It just happened.
No, we looked for sound effects.
It sounded like the world was blowing up.
And we couldn't find sound effects. It didn't sound like somebody trying to kill somebody.
Look, we went on a sound effects thing that you can get for free YouTube. People don't even know how to cheer anymore. It was so sad. They sound like a dying animal.
We were laughing. So we had to do our own sound effects.
Yeah. Oh, one of them said my hearing will come back soon.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, man.
So, guys, we hit 100,000 about an hour and a half ago. And then we got to 100 with
105.
No, 100,005.
Yeah, 100,005.
And then we dropped back to 99,999. And then we hit 100,000 again. So YouTube is like, people are in and out. It's kind of crazy. But we now have 100,000. Maybe we'll get our silver button one day.
We'll see.
We'll see if YouTube allows us to. We found out that they don't just give everybody a silver button anymore. That they have to approve you.
You got to be approved. You got to go through a rigmarole of stuff to be approved.
So we might not get our silver button, but we have you guys.
Yeah, you can't have any problems. You know,
and we have none.
We don't have any problems, really.
But you never know if they'll give it to us or not.
You never know.
Everybody, hello. We're going to have lots of giveaways, so you guys just stick with us tonight. I can't say hello to everybody because can't even read it. It's just like boom,
it's
boom,
just
boom,
zooming by since we've enlarged it. Our pop-out will not work anymore. We don't know why. We just get a blank screen.
Yeah.
So if any of y'all know why, you might can help us out there.
Yeah. I had to talk to my brother, Daryl.
You probably might.
He'll help us. Okay, so we're going to give away things off and on all throughout the night. We've got several giveaways. And then we're going to talk about the 10 questions for Homesteaders collaboration. We're going to try and work all that in. Plus, we have a few pictures of what's going on at Deep South. Danny, did you get any flack about porch time?
I always get flack on porch time. Always. And when look, this is the crazy thing. Every time I make a Patreon video and we try to upload it and get it over to Patreon, something happens. It doesn't matter what. If I do it, now we can load any other video for Patreon and it doesn't give any problems. But when I do one of my talks for Patreon,
I have issues every time.
Every time. Like this last one I done, it got down to 24 seconds being finished, and it just shut off and quit.
30 minutes later, it still wasn't uploaded at 24 seconds.
At 24 seconds, and it just stayed there.
I had to kill everything, delete everything, and start over. And porch time's the same way. It hasn't happened a lot, but every now and then we end up having issues uploading. It's like it
falls into some algorithm and they have to approve it or something before it can be actually completely uploaded or something. I don't know what it is.
So we're going to try and work a lot of stuff in tonight, and we'll probably go way over just because. But you want to do a giveaway to start with?
What are we giving away first?
Okay. Let's do
You better have something to write with if you're going to be giving stuff away, because you're going to have addresses.
They're going to send me something or else I won't know who.
Well, you better know what is what.
I know what's what. Just hold on.
Okay.
We got this.
Okay.
Y'all give our moderators a big hand. Tell them thank you. Give them a thumbs up for the moderators because they fixing to have to work. Just saying. Tonight's going to be a workout for them.
All right.
All right. So y'all know one of our sponsors is Hoss Tools. Let me get it where you can see there. All right, so we're going to be giving away some Hoss Tool seeds. This one is a pumpkin seed. Read what it is.
Keep it still.
Here.
It's a winter luxury pumpkin.
These, oh gosh, I'm not good at this. Bean seeds.
Okay, that one was the Scarlet Emperor Runner Bean.
And these are okra. This is Danny's favorite.
My favorite. Star of David okra. One of my favorite okras.
Then,
Danny corn. And was that Cherokee?
Cherokee tan pumpkins.
Yeah.
So this packet is going to go to somebody. And my mods are going to have to work now. All right.
All these seeds in one pack.
Yes.
One winner.
Person.
Okay, one winner gets all
one winner. Okay, so I've got 3 mods. Brenda, Sherry, and Denise are all watching for who wins. And then they'll tell us, and if all 3 of them agree, then we know who was the first person. So with the Hoss Tool seeds, Danny and I have been doing, oh, let me show before we get to the giveaway.
What are we doing here? Okay.
Let me go see if I don't have some. This is Hoss Tool seeds. I planted radishes 2 weeks ago, less than 3 weeks ago. And look at the radishes, guys. I transplanted them out of my Hoss Tool tray into this yesterday. The radishes are growing like crazy. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, where'd it go? Look at this. I forgot to take a picture. Y'all just going to have to see it in person. Where's my...
that? Ta-da!
This is a cucumber. I have about 10 or 12, no, 20. Close to 20 cucumbers this size. These are Hoss Tool seeds out of, I think I planted, how many's in those little lines? 10 or 12?
About 10 or 12, yeah.
Anyway, I planted 2 different kinds. All of them came up almost, I think maybe out of all the seeds I planted from Hoss Tools, I might have had 5 or 6 that did not come up out of 96. So that is a really good
That's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah.
Now there's 196 in that tray.
196?
Yes.
Okay, only 4 or 5 out of that then.
Okay. Now I was fixing to say, yeah, that tray
I thought it was only 9.
That tray has 196.
Whoo! Okay. Y'all, that's crazy. All right, so to win the seeds, in one of my videos, where I was using the 2-wheel hoe Hoss Tool planter, Hoss Tool?
Double wheel hoe?
No, the 2-wheel hoe.
There's a double wheel.
All right, what was I planting? Y'all got to figure it out. What I was planting when I did a video using Hoss Tools 2-wheel hoe. And so we'll have, my moderators already know the answer. So we're going to move on. Y'all answer what you think I was planting. And we're going to show you a few other things while that we get an answer from them in a few minutes. We're going to start out with, let's see, the tomatoes. Let's go to the greenhouse. This is today.
Oh, lake effect.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
I will see which one I think we know, but we'll
already know.
Sure. All right, this is in the greenhouse. We have tomatoes.
Oh, look at that joker go.
I know, they're going crazy.
Lake effect got it, I tell you.
Yeah. So, greenhouse tomatoes.
Look at that.
We have been eating tomatoes.
We've been eating tomatoes almost on a daily basis.
And this is our little greenhouse behind the barn.
Behind the shop.
Look at these tomatoes. This was this morning. I bet you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see at least 10 tomatoes on this right now, guys. So these bushes in our greenhouse have been producing like crazy. Look at this one.
Look how tall that tomato plant is. Now this is a yellow pear tomato. That thing, lake effects. Okay, that's what I thought, guys.
We thought it was lake effects. Okay, lake effects, send me an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com and put seeds and
right
your
out
address.
That.
Yeah, I don't have a pen. My pen disappeared.
Right yonder.
Okay, so talk about your yellow pear right there.
That yellow pear is getting close to 8 feet tall in the greenhouse there. It's headed up to the ceiling. We're fixing to have to take and tie some strings from the ceiling up there just to hold it up. And it is loaded with blooms. And that thing has grown all winter long. I thought that was. It's
got some little tomatoes on it,
yep.
But I didn't put the little tomato up. But it has little tomatoes on it. Okay. Now Danny's proud of these.
Ah, look at this. That's 196 tomato plants.
And they're in the Hoss tool tray.
In the Hoss tool tray.
I just didn't get it up where you see Hoss tools.
Yeah, that is the hybrid celebrities. One of the best tomatoes. That's what we have in our greenhouse there that we've been showing y'all pictures of. Is this very tomato plant right here? So they're up about 4 to 6 inches tall. We're gonna be putting them in. We're gonna be putting them in cups here before long because it's too early to transplant anything into the ground.
Okay, the answer was sweet corn. And Lake Effects got it, and Denise is keeping up with the winners, so thank you guys. So the seeds are going to Lake Effects, and guys, we're going to be doing some questions.
We're going to be doing giveaways all during the show tonight.
Yes, often.
There's several different prizes we have that we're going to be giving away.
Lots. All right, so let's go show them this. About how long ago we planted English peas?
We planted English peas a couple of weeks ago.
2 to 3 weeks ago. And they are up. You can see the little tendrils. They're putting their little runner thingies on. And so it's going to be pretty awesome. We should have, and this is the front garden, but we also have them at the cabin garden. So we plant in 2 places.
Yeah, this is just one of the gardens.
And both of them.
One garden's about a week or so ahead of the other one.
Yeah. So what else I got going on before? I'm trying to run through pictures. Oh, one reason we're tired today.
Yeah,
we started out early
this morning, like 6:30. We started grinding our own hamburger meat.
Yeah, and first off, we had to cut it up. We got it from our butcher friend, and it was
it was a 17-pound chunk of meat, fresh, never been frozen. We had to cut it up into cubes. We already had some pork fat from our pigs here that we raised on the place.
Now our chat just
left. So what we done was we cut up out of 17 pounds. What we said we did 3 pounds of pork fat.
Pretty close.
Around 3 pounds of pork fat, and we added it in with the beef. And we ate some burgers today. I'm gonna tell you, it was
they were awesome.
So good. Oh my God, it was good. Look at this.
I stood out there and made, what did I tell you,
96.
I think I said 96 hamburgers this morning. I froze every one of them. That way, when we want a hamburger, which is every day, just about. I don't have to sit and thaw meat out and make patties and stuff like that. I spent my time this morning, probably 2 hours or better, making hamburger patties. They're all frozen, ready to go. We're ready to grill this summer. This should last us at least 2 months or better. Maybe.
Yeah, we probably spent several hours this morning. Plus, I mean, I am, and with Wanda along beside me lots of times, we're spending anywhere between 8 and 10 hours a day on our greenhouse.
Yeah. And I have to come in and cook and clean, but I'm outside a lot, probably at least 4 to 6 hours while he's out there 8 or more. So it's a long day for us, and we start out every day with our animals.
Yeah.
And then we get on it And like today, we started out grinding meat. And I didn't get to help him a lot, but I helped him with the heavy parts. So
Beth, no, it didn't make it too greasy or too fatty because
no,
the
it
beef
was perfect.
The beef had absolutely no fat in it whatsoever. There was just no fat.
And y'all, Danny's porch time, he put up what was it called?
I don't know where you're going.
I know, but what's the title of your porch time?
Well, I can't trust her anymore.
Yeah. And I didn't think too much of it. And on the same day, I posted this. No, I didn't post this picture. I posted a picture of my hand with nothing on it and said it's time for a new engagement ring. Okay, anybody that knows the Deep South story knows instead of an engagement ring, Danny got me a lawnmower. So it was time for a new lawnmower is what I was going for. And I had people panicking because I was wanting a new engagement ring. But actually, I got a new engagement ring. I got a new lawnmower, guys.
Larry, we have a video up on how to make a homemade colloidal silver machine.
Yes. This is my new lawnmower. And y'all, it's orange.
Oh. Golfmania says they're working on the clipper.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So Danny can give y'all a little story on Wanda and the lawnmower.
Wanda is not ambidextrous in no way, form, or fashion. The woman cannot drive straight without a steering wheel. She can't back up, period. I sat on the tractor yesterday and I laughed at her trying to get that zero turn out under the barn going backwards. She sat there for 10 minutes and could not get that thing out under the barn. She just kept getting closer and closer and closer to the wall with it. And finally, I just got off the tractor and went over there and told her, says, you got to get off this thing where I can get out from under the barn.
He needed his concrete.
I needed my concrete for the greenhouse.
And I told him when we pulled up, I said, I can't back up. I said, you're going to have to do it. He said, no, you just go do it.
I said, just go do it.
I said, it's going to take a while.
I said, just pull the levers and go backwards.
I kept pulling one or the other, and it was twisting and turning, and I couldn't get it straight. And I kept laughing at myself till tears were just running down my eyes. And I knew he was laughing at me, and I wouldn't turn around and look. And finally, I did turn around, and he was getting off the tractor, and he says, okay, just move, just move.
I mean, this thing, we went ahead and bought the one that had the extra heavy deck under it.
Yeah.
We bought the one that had the Kawasaki motor on it because I didn't want no Briggs and Stratton engine, or I wanted a Kawasaki, and that's what we got. We got the extra heavy spindles and all that kind of stuff under it. So
yeah, somebody's asking about why the Alexa Pure won't take the discount. Okay, so up until yesterday, I think the discount was I think $169.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
And you were getting a really, really good deal. Yesterday, the price went back up to $199, but it's still cheaper than the $259 or $269 that are on most of their sites. You're still getting a good discount. They were giving us a really good discount initially for our subscribers.
Yes.
And I didn't realize how much of a discount, or I would have promoted it more. I just knew they gave us a discount because I hadn't had time. We've been working on the greenhouse, and I just hadn't stopped and looked. So it is at $199 instead of the $169 that it has been at for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we just, I mean, it was one of them things. I'd worked on our lawnmowers for years here and years and pieced that thing together. And I told her, I said, it's time for a new one. What color do you like? And she said she wanted one the same color as my tractor. The Kubota place is too far out of town. We got a Husky dealer right here in town. So we went and talked to the Husqvarna place. Walked out there, and 30 minutes later with a lawnmower.
And if you watch my video on Crazy Days, I actually took out a lemongrass right off the bat.
She did.
Danny shut the camera off as I was going over the lemongrass. I didn't mow it down because I wasn't mowing.
No, she didn't have the blades on, but she ran up over it.
And in my defense, I have practiced backing up today. I'm not good at it, but I'm practicing it. So I'll get it, guys. And somebody on my video said that I had a crazy mowing pattern.
She don't have a pattern at all. she just gets on that thing, and wherever it goes, that's where she mows at. Yep.
But it's fun.
It's fun. I went out and mowed the blueberries this afternoon. Got them all squared away because they're, they're blooming like crazy. So we're just trying to get everything, trying to get it taken care of there before she gets on it because I don't want her mowing around no trees.
Are the filters ever on sale? That I don't know. If they ever put them on sale.
I don't know about that.
We'll have to get with
Adam
and ask. But yeah, the discount was only for a short period of time, I believe. So it was. It must have went off yesterday.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
now it's at
everything is time sensitive, guys. I mean, when we make these deals with these companies, it can't be forever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
And they do it just to help us out.
They do us to help us and our subscribers out, and you just got to get on the bandwagon when it's done.
Yeah, any of them, like the flashlights, anything that we do is usually time sensitive. It's usually 2 weeks.
Hello, Autism in the Garden.
Some of them maybe 3 to 4 weeks, but 2 weeks is a norm for most companies to run a really good discount. Okay, so you want
the busy little house that her daddy taught their daddy taught them to drive backwards fast. I used to look. A lot of people may not understand this. I was a drag racer for many, many years, and I learned to drag race in reverse. If you want to have fun and see how good a driver you are, get next to another car and both of you drag race in reverse without wrecking your car or hitting the other one. And you can ask Wanda. I can come down the road flying.
Okay, somebody said they'll try to get here next week, and I didn't see who it was, and I'm not sure if I move it, it'll probably throw everything off.
No,
it
won't.
Did. Richard Barnes. Hey, Wanda and Danny. Oh, he's going to Gurney's next week. Okay. I remember, yeah.
Okay.
He lives right next to Gurney's. He's just going to try and get there.
Look, use the promo code 25 Deep South and get a 25% discount.
That is an excellent discount.
That's an excellent discount. That's the best discount we've got on anything.
Yeah. So Gurney's, and we were really proud of the trees.
Look, Gurney's sent us some beautiful trees. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody said maybe I need to have a YouTube channel because I bought from Gurney's and I didn't get that.
Everybody, though, except for that one person, said their trees were excellent from Gurney's. Everybody bragged on Gurney's. Okay, so it's time for another giveaway. Who knows what this is? It is a funeral home calendar. Okay? It's a funeral home calendar. Now I got to figure out where to put stuff. All right. Funeral home calendar. Let's see what my question is. All right, so a lot of you know Danny and I have only been married 6 years, right? Close. 6 and a half.
Usually it's the guy asking that question. No, not the woman. Okay, yeah, it's been 6.5 years.
So I'm just trying to get things close. All right, so we've both been married before.
Yeah, we've both been married before.
We both have kids by our first marriages. Yep. And Danny has a stepson, but we are not doing steps in this one. This question is going to be biological. How many children do Danny and I have combined, biological, and how many grandchildren? Not steps, just our biological children and grandchildren. So it'll be a two-parter.
Wow, I have to sit down and figure that one out.
I had to sit and count.
Because that's wow. Oh, so, man.
You will say 1 child, 3 grandchildren, or whatever. So you'll have 2 parts. And our moderators are going to watch to see who finally gets it right.
Gosh, so, I don't know. So
how many children, how many grandchildren? 2 parts. So go for it, guys. You got to say, nope, you got to either put 1 child, 2 grandchildren. You got to have 2 parts. They're just throwing numbers. And so they'll figure it out. Okay. We'll get back to that one. Okay, so on these questions, the 10 questions for homesteaders. This was started by Copper Kettle Farms. So guys, if you're interested in knowing what a whole bunch of channels said answering these 10 questions, you can go to Copper Kettle Farms. They have a playlist and see a lot of people, and you can learn a lot about people by watching these collaborations. Now, Danny and I weren't tagged in it, but you watched Okie Rob, right?
Yes, I was watching Okie Rob, yes.
Okie Rob didn't tag anybody, so Danny and I just took it on ourselves.
We took it on our own
We gonna be Okie Rob's tag.
We'll be his tag, yeah.
So we're going to answer these questions, and then we'll get back to how many in a few minutes. Our mods will tell us who won.
I don't even know the answer to that without figuring it up.
Let me see where we're at right here.
Okay. I thought that's what it was in my mind, but I guess.
All right, so the questions for homesteaders are, the first one, what got you into homesteading?
What got me into homesteading?
Mm-hmm.
Being raised extremely poor and always wanting something else.
32 kids and 58 grandchildren. Pretty close.
And always wanting to better myself and have a better life for me and my kids and all.
And y'all can keep guessing if nobody gets it right, just keep guessing.
Yeah. That would be it for me. Just growing up very, very poor, never having anything, and always wanting to better myself and own a farm and stuff like that. So that's what I did. I owned a farm.
Yeah, and I married into it. I mean, I did have a garden, and I did do a lot of the homesteady stuff with my kids when they were young. But really, the homesteading part of it, I married him and got into it even more deeply than I would have.
Yeah.
All right. So far, our mods have not said anybody.
I ain't seen nobody say anything yet.
I see a lot of them have.
I see a lot of them close, but I ain't seen.
Maybe one off on one of them. So it's getting there. All right. Something you want to add to the homestead in 2020.
2020, well, we're here in 2020, and something I wanted to add was the greenhouse, and I am doing it.
The mods all know the answer, yes.
But it would be to make sure the cabin's finished and the greenhouse is finished. That'd be the things that'd be what I'd want to add this year. Completion of those
Gemini
projects.
said we have a winner, so she'll tell us in just a minute. Okay. So something I want to add to the homestead in 2020. We have the off-grid cabin going. I want to have him finish the kitchen. We're working on it. We had to put it on a hold until we get through with the greenhouse.
It has to be on hold.
And so we're to a point to do we've got the drawers made. I've got them painted. He's got to put the facings on them and put them in. We're ready to
build cabinet doors.
Build doors, and then I'll be putting a sealer on them. Then we'll be ready for the countertops. All we've got to do is get the countertops ready for me to put something on them before we can start putting them down.
We've had some good weather to do that, but the greenhouse just takes priority.
So we have really, that's my goal, is to get the kitchen done, and then I want to equip the kitchen. I have all kinds of pretty stuff on Amazon that I like, and I want to be able little by little to buy the things and set that kitchen up like I want it. I want it to be my personal kitchen set up my way. So that's my goal. We have a winner. Can you tell me who? Lippy, tell me who the winner was, because I didn't see it. Do we have a basement?
No. We have a cellar, but we don't have a basement.
Anna Walker. Is that right? Anna Walker? Let me find. I'm writing that down. Lippy's supposed to be writing it down, but the answer is 7 children and 15 grandchildren. And that doesn't count. Danny has...
I have a stepchild on my side, on my daughter. And then I have a stepson who has 5 kids.
No, 6.
6 kids and 1 great-grandchild.
And then I have 2 step-granddaughters, and one of them has a great-grandchild. So that's the way...
Which gives us 20-something.
We lost count.
We lost count after a while. We quit counting.
Yeah, Anna Walker.
It don't matter. It don't matter once you get beyond 20. It don't care. It don't matter after that.
And we had...
You can't remember half of them's name anyway.
We had 3 born this year, or in 2019.
In 2019, we had 3 grandkids born.
My oldest daughter had twins, girls, Charity and Joy, and they're doing great, growing like a weed. And my youngest had Natalie, a little girl. She's growing really well. So all healthy, doing good. All right. So the next question on our homestead, we'll get another one in a few minutes. We'll give away something else. The most difficult lesson you've learned on the homestead?
Most difficult lesson I've learned is that I don't care how good a care you take of animals. Every now and then, some of them are going to die. Don't care what you do. They can be the best animal. They can be, especially goats. When we had goats, I don't care. One day they'll be perfectly healthy. The next day they'll be dead. Our calf was doing perfectly fine. Got up one morning, almost lost them. I mean, the loss of animals.
Yeah, and mentioning the calf, y'all look at this. Ain't she pretty? That's Candy.
Look at that baby Candy.
She is doing wonderful. She had that little scare last week, but she has been doing awesome since, and she's like a little puppy dog now. She will follow you everywhere. She's getting to where she's kind of a welfare baby. She thinks she's got to have her food.
She got used to eating now, so she wants you to feed her. Just like her mama. Her mama just cries and screams and hollers all day long if you don't feed her.
And we are going to be milking Dolly. We're fixing to, we wanted to get the greenhouse kind of out of the way. We've milked Dolly some, but not like just to get some of the milk out when Candy was sick. And Danny milks her just a little bit every day, getting her used to him all the time. So we don't think we'll have a problem with that.
Yeah.
The most difficult lesson I've had to learn was when I came out here, Danny would plant seeds, lots and lots of seeds. And we would have all kinds of beautiful plants coming up. And then he would go through and pull them up. And I'm a plant person. I'm not an animal person. I'm a plant person. And I don't like to see any kind of plant die. And I would try to take every one of them he'd pull up, and I wanted to replant them. And he would go, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
And so when he plants corn and he takes 100 little corn plants out, I just spaz. I'm sorry.
My daddy taught me, he said, son, if you're going to grow anything, you got to learn to thin it. I mean, my daddy would thin okra out. I mean, you know, as thick as you plant okra, Daddy would thin his out to about 18 inches between every plant. His corn would be 2 foot between every stalk. And my daddy grew fine vegetables. I mean, it was amazing. His pea plants were over a foot apart. And, I mean, just butter bean plants were a foot to 2 foot apart per plant. His green beans, anywhere between 12 and 16 inches apart per plant.
Yeah. All right. So now your favorite chore.
My favorite chore. Chore sounds like work. I don't know if, is there something favorite? Oh, there is one thing. There is one thing I think that I like that's actually work. Building a fire in the fireplace. Because once I get it built, I like to be able to sit back, kick my feet up, watch the flames burn, and just enjoy the warmth of the fire.
And I don't like any of the chores. I'm just going to be honest. I like to see a chore finished, but I don't like having to do them. When I'm the type person that once I start, I want to finish it. I don't want to keep moving. He starts 50 things and he's back and forth.
Yeah, I'm a multitasker.
And I am a multitasker, but not like you. I'm bouncing all over the place and it makes me nervous. So I like to see a chore finished, but I don't have a favorite chore. No. My worst chore is washing eggs. I hate washing eggs with a passion. And cleaning out pens. That's my two things I hate.
Thomas, we do not plant soybeans. No, it's hard to find a soybean that's not genetically modified anyway. But soybeans tamper with the endocrine system in the human body, so we don't do it.
Yeah. All right, your favorite thing to grow?
Corn. Corn is my favorite thing. I've actually invented my own corn. 26 years ago, I invented my own corn called Danny corn, and I love to grow it. It gets like 16 feet tall, and the stalks are big as your arm down here. You know, I mean, they're huge.
It's beautiful.
And it is just beautiful.
And we're planting some more this year. We did not plant last year, but this year we're going to. So, my favorite thing to grow.
What is your favorite thing to grow?
Anything pretty. I like chard. I got some chard here. Let me show you.
You got a chard picture?
I do. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? I like pretty food. I like to see color in my food. And, I mean, I'm telling you, chard, I like, even though the blue sweet potatoes were not as sweet as the others, I like to put it in stir fry and stuff. I like anything with different color, the yellows, the oranges, and all that, and the blues in stuff. So I like anything.
Okie Rob said his favorite chore was napping.
Pretty much.
Is Danny corn an heirloom? Yes.
Yes.
Comes back true to its kind every year.
Can you grow green beans in hanging pots? I think that's what they asked.
Yeah, hanging baskets. I don't know. I wouldn't try it.
Yes, you can buy Danny corn from us on deepsouthhomestead.etsy.com.
I'm telling you, this is the greatest corn you'll ever grow. As a matter of fact, we've shipped this stuff all over the United States. Anybody who's ever bought it, the neighbors have always stopped and asked those people, what kind of corn is that? And where did you get it? You know, because it's astronomical about the size that it gets.
Okay.
That is if you fertilize it right. Now, I use a lot of fertilizer.
All right. So what do you love the most about the homesteading community?
Gosh.
When I asked him this earlier, he goes, I don't love the homesteading community.
So
I said, oh, yes, you better.
No, I'm bad about that because one time on my job, I had one of my employees look at me and said, he was very serious. He was a young guy. He was a green hand on the job. He called me. He said, Mr. Danny, I don't think you like me much. And I told him, I said, son, don't flatter yourself. I hate everybody. And it just floored him. He didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to do. And I just kind of like busted out laughing. But, I mean, I just do that to people anyway. But what I like most about the homesteading community is the togetherness, the friendship that we've earned with people. Yeah. You know what I mean? We've met so many good people. Now, we've met some bad people, you know, but we've met more good people than we have bad people. You know, we've met some that's just outstandingly good, and we've met some that's just mean as hell. You know what I mean? I hate to say that, but it's the honest to God truth. You know, but there's all kinds in the world. It takes all kinds to make the world go round.
And but some love us and some don't.
Some love us, some don't. And that's okay because I like some of them and some of them I don't like. I mean,
exactly.
It's a two-way street. But I love the friendships that we've made through the homesteading community.
I think that's me too. When we started Deep South Homestead.
Somebody said they don't see the corn on there.
Okay, if it's not on there, I will add some more. Somebody bought the last of it, so I'll put it back in. Give me about an hour.
We got plenty of it, so don't worry.
Yeah. I'll put some up. Just remind me.
I'll remind you.
Okay, so what I like about the community is when we started, Danny said one of the reasons we started was that, you know, we would have somebody for me to talk to. And that has been true. We've been doing this a little over 4 years. I've had ladies that I've talked to on the telephone. I've had ladies that I've talked to on Facebook chats. I've done, I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, different chat things since the get-go. One of the first times, right after we started, the first couple of months, Tangi the caver's wife and Amanda from Fundamental Home.
Yeah.
Both of them. I talked to them too off and on. And if you don't know, Tangi the caver's wife is now Freedom Homestead, and they are planning on being at the gathering. So if you followed Tangy, but I got to talk to them. And then over the years, I've got to talk to many ladies all over the United States and even some in France, Australia, the UK. And to me, that's just amazing. It's wonderful to be able to have that kind of friendship and talk to people all over the world.
Susan, Danny corn will grow in zone 10. It'll grow in any zone.
Australia.
There was other questions that went by, but I can't.
Okay. How do you keep
the crows out of Danny corn? We shoot them.
When will you plant your Danny corn?
Probably about mid-March, depending on the weather.
Okay.
My Kentucky home, Eric's in Minnesota. He's not in Nebraska. But he did grow Danny corn. Eric was 6 feet tall, and he had to jump up. He's actually 6'3" tall, but he had to jump to get the ears off of Danny corn stalks.
Yes, and while we're talking about Eric, there is a GoFundMe set up for Eric for Life and Farmland. Plus, if you are O positive and would like to be a kidney donor, Eric is looking for a kidney donor. His wife had posted this week that Eric is a candidate. He's been approved for a donor, a kidney from a live donor.
Yeah.
He needs the kidney and the pancreas from a deceased person, but he has to wait on that one, and they don't know if he has the time to wait. Now, if one comes available, I think he would be okay for it, but they are looking for that, and we want you to keep Eric in your prayers because Eric's been with us since we started YouTube. He gave us one of our first shout outs, and he called us old, and he'll never live it down.
Kicking Ash says, can I raise Danny corn in a raised bed? You raise Danny corn anywhere, but you just got to make sure you put the fertilizer to it. What are the days to maturity for Danny corn? Or when I say maturity, I'm talking about to be dry, 125 days.
Eric is in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, he's from Minnesota, yes.
Okay. All right, back to our questions. What is your favorite meal to make?
Oh, it has to be breakfast, because I cook breakfast every morning.
Yeah.
Yes, Danny corn will grow in Northern California. They grow anywhere in the United States.
Yeah. So my favorite meal to make would be probably stir fry because I love to add all kinds of colors and stuff into my stir fry. And when it's pretty and it looks good, I like that. Or I like to make colorful salads. So those two are my favorite things. It's not really a meal, but I make a meal out of it.
Okay.
What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday. I'm not a holiday person, but there's only one holiday that I actually do celebrate, and that is Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I love a traditional Thanksgiving. All the other holidays to me are either pagan or they're commercialized. I mean, they're all different. I just don't care. I don't care about holidays, period, other than Thanksgiving.
Mine is Christmas. I just like Christmas. I'm a big kid, always have been, and I like gifts and I like things, right?
Sheila says, any way to get a hold to Eric to see if I'm a match?
Yes. Or if you're on Facebook, check out Deep South Homestead Gathering Place. We have a link that you can get to Eric's donor application thing. So it is on Deep South Homestead Gathering Place. I think I put that link up. I know the GoFundMe's there, but I think I put the link up for that. If not, I will get with Jenna and get it to you if you'll send me an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com.
They're asking, can we ship that corn to Canada? I don't know if they let us ship seeds across the border.
We've iffied things with Canada.
We've slipped a few things through Canada.
But a little...
Yeah, I can't promise you that when it goes through customs, they won't take it.
Yeah, that's the deal. If I put something like that in there, it's just as liable to get taken at customs.
Yeah, you're liable to pay for something that gets took at customs. I mean...
All right, is your homestead where you intend to stay permanently?
I plan on being buried here.
Yes. Unless God
Unless
moves
God
us,
tells me I have to leave, and He ain't, and I ain't. So
until we're told we have to leave. And Danny and I discussed this today. The only way we would leave just would be if there was a natural disaster or a man-made disaster that ruined this place that we had to leave. That would be and God putting on our heart to send us to another spot.
yeah. Okay, the question's been asked, when's the best time to plant carrots? If you live in deep south, it's probably going to be early October, and you want sandy loam soil if you're looking for a piece of property. You don't want clay. You want to make sure it's a good sandy loam soil.
Okay, and we also just planted carrots. You can plant them now.
You can plant them now, but summertime carrots are usually bitter.
But
wintertime carrots are very sweet. As a matter of fact, we harvested some carrots today and had them for supper.
Yes, Denise, we sure did.
Miss Lippy, sweetheart.
They're good.
These carrots were that long. I mean, they were fine.
They were the Corotas.
They were the Corotas. We pulled up one of yours, and we pulled up some of mine.
And some of Mr. Buddy's.
And some of Mr. Buddy's. I mean, where we planted them, which was the Danvers half long. And Miss Lippy, I don't know if you knew it or not, but your carrots ended up being a yellow carrot.
Yeah, they're kind of yellow compared to the others are orange. They said we could ship it as popcorn. Okay. Homestead channels that we follow or enjoy.
Well, the truth of the matter is, I don't follow anybody. Okay? I don't watch nobody religiously.
Me either.
But there is one channel that, well, there's actually a couple of channels. There's actually two that I really like. One of them I'm a subscriber on Patreon to, and that's Boss of the Swamp. But the one that I probably, if I have to say I follow it, I'm always looking for this person to put a video up. That's Flutie Lick Homestead. Jared lives the life that I love to live. He lives in the mountains, and he's always doing things by hand. He's peeling trees by hand. He's splitting trees with the axes, and he's making an old-timey log barn. He tears down an old barn that's been there since 1800s and putting it back together on a new homestead. And just the life that I always wanted to live. I mean, I went up through that part of the country looking for land all the time. So, I just never did. It just didn't happen. God didn't want me there, but I love it.
Well, somebody said, hypothetically, if God was ready for us to move, what would we ask for this place?
You don't want to know. I've had it appraised, and it's unreal.
Yeah. Well, since we've added the cabin and
I had it appraised before we put the cabin on it, and before we put the additions on the barn, and before we put the greenhouse up and stuff like that, and it was an astronomical amount of money at that time. So it would be a lot of money.
We just, I don't know. That's one of them things. Okay, so now we're going to go to Betty's Box of Blessings. We're going to give away.
Oh, okay.
I don't have it here, but Thomas saw that I was doing a giveaway tonight, and Thomas is with Betty's Box of Blessings, and he told me I could give away 2 things, and he'll ship them out this week. So one is a full box of Betty's Box of Blessings. It is a Christian subscriber box. Go ahead.
Kenny, I've watched the Self-Reliant show before. Sean, I know who you're talking about. The log cabins he built, those logs were not hand peeled. They were turned on a lathe because I looked at them in a picture and I saw that. Some of them were hand peeled, but I did see where some of them were turned on a lathe because I used to work in a place where they turn trees on lathes to make light poles out of, and I looked at these poles on those cabins. I even showed it to Wanda. I showed her on a close-up picture. I said, look, these weren't done by hand. These were turned by a machine. And for that reason, I quit watching Sean.
He did do some.
He did do some. Now, I give him credit. He did do some. And he does a lot of his own. But when I looked at that log cabin and I pulled those walls up close, and I'm not saying he's a liar or anything like that because he's a really great guy. I watched Sean religiously for a long time. But when I saw those trees were turned, I just lost interest.
Okay, Rob said he turned down $1 million for his place. That's kind of how we feel some days here.
We're not far from that, Rob. I'll be honest with you.
We don't want to go anywhere. We're getting it all set up like we want it. But that doesn't mean if God threw it out there and says, hey, go, we got to
I would go if God told me to, but he ain't and I ain't. So
not yet.
How do we keep Danny corn from blowing down during a storm when it gets so tall? Danny corn, if you go back and look at my videos on Danny corn, the brace roots on Danny corn come out at every joint, and sometimes there'll be brace roots up on that corn up 12 and 16 inches high, reaching all the way down into the ground. Looks like a giant spider's legs running down into the ground.
Okay, so Betty's box of blessings. What did I not? Hold on. Did I not give you, Denise, questions for that? Let me look to see if I didn't or did not. Oops. We got to invent a couple of questions right quick, guys.
Uh-oh.
I forgot.
Do we still get the Homestead box? No.
Okay. Betty's box of blessings. Let's see. What can we do right quick? Think of something. Because I forgot the questions, guys.
Brenda, if they keep on, just ban them.
Yeah. All right.
So, when am I planting green beans? Probably in about the middle of March.
I don't remember.
Danny corn is a field corn. It's not a sweet corn.
Oh, I do have it down. Never mind. What is my crazy obsession? I have a crazy obsession or a crazy collection, whichever way. If you've watched Crazy Days, you know I called it an obsession or a collection. So what is it?
I watch Doug and Stacy occasionally. If it's something I'm interested in, I will watch it, like the building of his cellar or his workshop or something like that. Yeah, I've watched them.
I finally found it, Denise. I wasn't looking. Okay, so while y'all answered, for me, I don't watch a lot of channels either. I don't follow anybody religiously, but I watch a lot of little channels. I will pop in and out of something that I see, a thumbnail that I like. They're getting it, so Denise will have to tell me who got it first. But I don't pay any attention to certain channels. I just watch what I want to watch.
April.
And did somebody say that?
April 1, I can tell you.
I don't know. I don't know which one. But anyway, winner is April Davison.
Yep.
Okay. Send me an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. Is it Davidson? I don't forgot how they dehydrated marshmallow candy corn was really good.
Oh, that was really good. Yeah, I saw that. Looked like Lucky Charms or something.
Yeah.
What Bible version do I like the most? Well, I don't have a favorite, really.
I like the New King James.
I like the New King James. I also like the Jewish Bible. There's several of them I like. I like the ones that break down, give you the English version and the Hebrew version. I like looking at both of them, or the Aramaic, both of them together. I
like to be able to go and put them all together on Bible Hub and look at all the different translations. That's one of my favorite things. Okay, so we're finished with the questions.
Our peach trees are already in bloom.
Yeah, a lot of our stuff's in bloom. I've got huckleberries that are almost full grown. The freezes have not killed them yet, so we've been lucky. All right, so also Thomas gave us a puzzle, and I don't have them in here, but they do have a subscription box to puzzles for those of you who have kids and those of you who like to just put puzzles together. And they're going to send a puzzle, and it is a promise puzzle. It has a Bible verse and then the picture. And one of them was, if you'll watch Crazy Days either tomorrow or Monday, it's according to when I can get it uploaded, it'll show the puzzles. Mm-hmm. One of them has an eagle and a flag, and it's very patriotic, has a Bible verse on it. It's beautiful. Several of them have flowers and a Bible verse. I can't remember the other. Oh, one of them has a lion, and then all the names of Jesus all around it, and it's really cool. So The promise puzzle is the next giveaway. And the question is, Danny's known for a lot of things that he likes to grow. And we've talked about some of them tonight. So I want you to name 5 things that I wrote down, and Denise and Sherry and Brenda have them. So the 5 things, you have to type 5 things Danny grows that most people would know Danny for. That would be the next thing. And then
can you plant sugar cane in a bucket, or does it have to be in the ground? It can be planted in containers.
Yeah, some people have.
Lots of people grow it in containers.
These are plants.
Noah,
Danny grows.
You're exactly right, Noah. It's pecans because I love pecans.
Yeah, but these are plants.
I know they're asking me a question.
Oh, okay.
They want to know what I'm eating.
Oh, yeah. Pecan cookies, pecans. You got to name 5 things. Put 5 things down. All right. We've got 1, 2. We got 3 more giveaways before we get off. So we got corn, okra, sweet potatoes, carrots, and peas. Y'all are getting close. All right. So what else we got going on other than working on
the greenhouse? Has consumed all my time. This thing has become a monster. But you know me.
He does nothing small.
If there's one thing you can say about Deep South Homestead don't do anything small, and Deep South Homestead don't do anything trashy. Okay? We have the epic smokehouse, and we're trying to come up with the word for the greenhouse because this thing is amazing. It's not just a standard little greenhouse you throw up in a couple of evenings. I mean, this is a huge greenhouse.
It's going to have features in it that I think y'all will be thrilled to see. I've been throwing up on Patreon a picture every day just about it. Today I did not get one up because I just didn't get a whole lot. I didn't get out and help a whole lot today. I've been cleaning in the garden.
Plus we had to do meat this morning.
We did meat all morning, things like that. But at some point this next week, I will stop the pictures. It's not because I don't want y'all to know.
Right.
But we want to be able to put videos up next week. Monday starts a video. I'm not sure how many videos next week, but it'll be 2 to 4 videos next week according to how I get them made. And when I get the videos made, we're going to be putting them up as fast as I can get them put up every day.
Yep.
And hopefully by the time I get the videos made and we will get y'all caught up. But we have a couple of features we don't want to show until we get ready to show the greenhouse. It's going to be kind of difficult to keep.
We keep Grower Solutions up to date on everything we're doing. Yeah. They get emails from us. We show them the Sherry Pepin.
Sherry Pepin? Okay.
Yeah. They get an email every day showing them what progress we've made. Now, we have went above and beyond anything they ever conceived a greenhouse should look like. This is not my first greenhouse to build. I have designed the ends for greenhouses on some that have withstood hurricanes and stuff. And hopefully this one will do just as good. But we're adding lots of little things in. We've ordered things off of Amazon to go in this greenhouse. I mean,
Wanda's going to have her cuteness added to it.
Yeah, Wanda's going to have her cuteness added in with it. This is just...
the Cherokee greenhouse. Y'all going to have to see it. Right now, it's looking good.
It looks awesome right now.
Hello, Dee. Not sure, but it'll take a new twist next week, just saying.
Do you all know what to do about poison ivy?
Do you have any Fells naphtha?
Fells naphtha or jewelweed?
Also, let me think. There's something else comes to mind.
No, she said D had all 5. She answered 4. D had all 5, they said.
Okay, so it was... All right, so D from 225?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have a pecan tree? I have 2 of them, but they never bore pecans. They're little tiny trees. They just, no pecans.
Okay, so let me give the answers that I wrote down so that everybody knows. It was Danny corn, sugar cane, sweet potatoes, English peas, and carrots. That was the 5 I wrote down. Thank you, Sean. He said he's been enjoying Crazy Days. Yeah, and Crazy Days is my channel. It's where I can be me and do what I want and put videos over there that I don't have time for on Deep South because we run out of time. All right, let's see.
Bama fan says, how come my pecan trees never produce? Probably a lack of zinc. Yeah, because pecan trees need lots of zinc.
Okay. Let's do the last 3.
Wanda says, the Grand Greenhouse. That's a good sign, the Grand.
Okay. This
Another
book,
giveaway.
You want to read it?
Huh? What is this one from?
It's Ron Foster.
Ron Foster's The Rural Ranger. Let me see if I can get this up here where they can actually see it. There we go. This thing has all kinds of survival guide things in it. So the foods, the way to set snares, traps. I mean, anything from food, building survival shelters, all kinds of stuff. Should an LCE happen?
It's called A Suburban and Urban Survival Manual and Field Guide of Traps and Snares for Food and Survival.
Yeah.
Ron Foster.
Ron Foster.
We've been giving away some of his books off and on for the last few weeks. Going to be giving away a bunch at the gathering. And the question is, what kind of writer is Ron Foster? He has a name that he calls himself. And I've said it several times in several videos. So y'all go find out what he calls himself.
I don't even know that one.
Let me find it.
Okay. I figured I was pretty close.
Yeah. And we have 2 other books. So while we're looking for an answer to that one, you will get the Rural Ranger, ever who answers that one. All right. So next book. Have I got it?
English Pea Manual.
Danny's book, The English Pea Manual. I would give away a sweet potato manual, but I'm out. I'm waiting on the printer to get me some more, so that's not going to be part of it. But Danny's English Pea Manual. All right, so the question is, on a video called 3 Ways to Preserve English Peas.
Why don't you give them time to answer the other one?
I'm letting them, because we're running out of time.
Oh.
I'm trying to catch up. Let's see. On Danny's video, 3 ways to preserve English peas. What are the 3 ways?
I'm sitting here reading the comment here what you said.
On your English pea video called 3 Ways to Preserve English Peas, what are they? Don't answer. They're getting really close. I'm not sure if one of them's got it yet or not. Gemini says we have a winner. Okay, so who would that be? I'm looking. Let me find it so I can write this. She hadn't put it up yet. So tell them a little about your English pea. Jamie O'Connor. Is that right? Jamie O'Connor? Do I have the right person? Explain a little about your English pea. Jamie O'Connor.
Several people's already got the next answer right.
Okay, so tell them about this.
My English pea manual that I wrote, if you like growing English peas, it tells you when to plant, all about soil preparation, moon phases, diseases, all kinds of stuff. It hits them. I mean, it tells you how to preserve them, how to save the seed, how to know sweet varieties from bitter varieties. It's got a section in the back for making notes. There's recipes in here, and it's full of pictures. When you look on the inside of it, everything I write, I put pictures with it. Because I figure I'm the kind of person that likes to be able to see something instead of just reading it. So everything that I actually write about, I put a picture in there with it. And all the pictures come from Deep South Homestead. This is not something I pulled off the internet.
Yes. These are our pictures and stuff. Okay, so who is the winner on the English pea manual? I seen a lot of people got it.
A lot of people got it.
I just don't know who was first. So, who was the winner for the English Pea Manual? It was freeze, dehydrate, and can.
Yeah.
That's the 3 things in the video that we talked about. So I'm not sure. I guess they'll tell me in a minute who won.
Maybe so.
The glorious greenhouse.
Oh, I like the ring to that.
Yeah, there's no telling what it's going to get called before.
There's no telling what it's going to be called by the time I get through with it.
Let's see. 2-family homestead didn't catch the last question winner. Okay. We may have to run the chat back on this one to find out, because I saw a lot of people had it. I just don't know who that one was. Okay, so the last thing, I've been hanging on to this for 6 months, just so when we hit 100,000 subscribers, I would have a cookbook to give away. Susan Leeway. Okay, Susan Leeway. I'll write that one down. All right, so this cookbook, I found 2 of them in the truck 6 months ago. One of them's going to the gathering. At the gathering, when Crossbridge, the group that we have coming, is singing, Danny's going to auction off the cookbook in order to raise some money for Crossbridge. And while Crossbridge is there, if you want to donate money to them, that's fine. They come as a love offering. That's the way they come. They don't charge. They come as for love offering. So you can donate any amount of money you want to them. But the other cookbook is going to be auctioned off at the gathering. This one I'm giving away tonight. I've been holding on to it for now. So let's see. What did I put down? Oh, when I first did these cookbooks and I got my first shipment in, we reached a milestone. And we gave away our first one when we reached one of our milestones. It was a number like 100,000, but it wasn't near about that much. So guys, what was the first giveaway? The first time I give this cookbook away, there's a video on it. What number did we hit?
I don't even know that one.
Okay.
I got an idea, but I'm not. Okay, I was a little off.
So, that way, what number did we hit when I gave my first cookbook away? We did a video showing me unboxing the cookbooks when I saw them for the first time.
Larry Moulton.
I think so. But just in case we're behind.
Yeah.
I think I saw who it was, but let me make sure my people see it too, because we saw somebody right off the bat with it.
Yeah.
And it was, I guess since they already know, it was 5,000.
Yeah.
When we hit 5,000, I had done the cookbook, and I don't have any more, and I want to do a new cookbook, and I've been saying that for a year, but this
Gemini said they have a winner. Tell us who it was, Gemini.
So Danny keeps me really, really busy, and I don't have time to do anything. So maybe at some point, if we ever get a lot done and slowed down, I will be able to.
Larry Moulton. Larry Moulton.
I thought that was it. Okay, Larry Moulton.
Yeah. More than nothing's running so fast. Oh.
I've already been told that people want to have one of these cookbooks. I could print them out and do some more. It would just, and I might, if I have enough people send me messages and say they want one. I have off and on throughout the year. I've had people say that, but I can't order 1 or 2. I have to order, how many was it, 100? I think the minimum's 100.
100 is the least you can order.
Yeah, I think 100 is the least.
Once you've made the initial order.
Yeah. So I do want to add to it. And I would like to, because I've made so many new recipes that are gluten-free, and that seems to be the going thing, and they're all from our Deep South Homestead stash that we grow here. And that's what people are wanting to know. They don't want to know how to go buy something in the grocery store.
Larry, send us an email with your information in it.
Yes, please. You can find recipes all day long on how to cook stuff in the grocery store and buy stuff and add it together. Mine is what we open in a jar, things we raise, things that are fresh, what to do with it.
Did you put down who won what there?
Yes, I have them down. Plus, Gemini's keeping up with it too. So, if I have enough people message me that they want one, I might do a after the gathering. I'm not doing it before. I would put in a new order. I could order them again, but I really would like to do a new one. That way it would be more up to date.
First, make it a PDF so people can just download it.
The deal is it's through Morrison Cookbook, and anything I would have had has Morrison Cookbook stashed across it, so I can't use it.
It has an embedded.
Yeah, it has an embedded something.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to take this one. I went to my printer and asked him, and it would be very difficult to have him redo this, I think, the way it is. So I really need to do something different. Noah Bradley, do I win an apple pie for being second?
It ain't Bradley, it's Bailey.
Bailey, I'm sorry.
Noah Bradley puts together log homes.
That's it.
He has his own YouTube channel.
All right, so guys, I hope you learned a little bit about us through the 10 questions for homesteaders. And do you have canning in the cookbook? I only have 3 or 4 things. I didn't do a whole canning section. There's only like, I don't know, maybe 100 recipes in there. It's not a huge cookbook. It's mainly just really quick, simple recipes and 2 or 3 odd things that you can, that most people would not think to can.
Yeah, the hard copies to me, I'm the same way a lot of those are. I love a hard copy. We have ebooks, but I'd rather have a hard copy.
Thank you, Bill. So I think we've went through all our giveaways, and we've got a lot of winners here. We wanted to do this live because it's really hard to do a video right now for us working on the greenhouse. There won't be a whole lot of extra videos. It'll mainly be greenhouse videos. We do have the cheese, the smoky cheese.
We do.
We hadn't done that video yet.
We haven't done it yet, but we've been eating it. I mean, it's good.
Just saying. But we do want to do a taste test a week later.
Yeah.
I made a casserole yesterday and put some smoky cheese on it, and it was good. And today on our hamburgers, we put some smoky
cheese on the hamburger, man.
I'm going to have to it's smoked cheese, but still, I call it smoky cheese. So, all right. Is there anything else?
The gathering. I mean, we need to.
Oh, yes. We do need to talk about that a minute, don't we?
Yeah, guys, the gathering will go on as scheduled unless, for some strange reason, President Trump gave another address to the union this afternoon about the coronavirus. He said now in the United States, 1 person has died from it. There is 2 or 3 that's critically ill now, still in ICU from it.
But
there's 26. That went from 15 up to 26 now.
Yeah.
He said they should have a vaccine out that they're working on, or working on it pretty steady. But the only reason we would stop the gathering would probably be that the coronavirus all of a sudden went completely crazy in the country, and it was just popping up everywhere, and people were getting sick all over the place. But other than that, it'll continue to go on as scheduled.
And we do have Ashley from Greenstalk Planner is coming, and she's going to be giving away a 4-tier planner.
Yeah.
We have Travis from Hoss Tools is coming, giving away a
single wheel hoe.
Yeah, single wheel hoe. We have an Alexa Pure water purification to give away.
That'll be a raffle.
Yeah, oh, that's right. It's a raffle.
We have a Yeti cooler that will be raffled off.
Yes.
We have
a bunch of books from Ron Foster.
Lots of books from Ron Foster.
We have books from 2 other authors that have sent them. What else have I got? I know there's other stuff.
We got a kid's
kit
gardening. For gardening that will be given away.
We have some things for for prepping sent by Robert. Remember, he sent a whole kit of stuff.
Rob sent a whole kit of stuff.
And then we had and some honey. Just saying.
Yeah.
And let's see. We've had seeds. We've got a lot of seeds. People are starting to send some seeds. Loofahs. I think everybody's sending loofahs.
How long does it take to smoke cheese? If you do cold smoking, we did it for 2 hours. Depends on how smoky tasting you want it. 2 hours turned out pretty good for us.
What else?
We just got tons of stuff to give away. We got a gospel band there. They're going to be playing for us. Crossbridge. You can find them on Facebook if you want to just see who they are or listen to their music. Newest ball canning books to be given away. Calendars, the funeral home calendars, we'll have those to be given away. There's just lots of things, guys. I can't remember everything. It's probably one of our better years, our most expensive gifts this year to be giving away.
Yeah, and we are frantically trying to keep it all together.
Yeah,
I'm trying. I see some people are putting their prayer requests up. Go ahead and add them. I know we went a little over, but we wanted to have fun. We wanted to be able to see how much you remembered about Deep South, how fast you could find answers. And we want to thank our moderators because they have been working it tonight to keep up with y'all.
Yeah, it's been a challenge.
And we love each one of you. We are thankful for everybody helping us to get to this point. And for spending your Saturday nights. This is about the 3rd year that we've spent every Saturday night with you guys. And we've only missed in 3 years probably maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Very, very few times. And we love our Saturday nights. That's just something that Danny and I do. Some people don't like the live streams, but we do.
Yeah, we get lots of messages that tell people, I don't like the live stream. And I don't care. We're going to do it anyway.
But a lot of people do like the live stream. If I'm going to do anything, I would rather watch a live stream. That's what I was going to say with people we watch.
Yeah.
I will jump in a live stream, even if it's somebody I don't watch on a regular basis. I will jump on a live stream just for the interaction with other people. I like that.
Brenda said Paul may have to work that weekend. They just told him yesterday.
Oh, man, that's bad. Oh, see,
okay.
Brenda and Paul have been with us since the beginning. They're 2 of them that have been there. Sherry and Daryl from 2 Family. Yeah. We've got a lot of people that have been with us since the very first gathering.
Okay.
We want to remember Eric from Life and Farmland for sure.
We need to go ahead where people can get off and go to bed. Okay, Father, we come to you tonight. Lord, we just want to come to you. We come to you with a heavy heart tonight, Father. There's so many requests been made here tonight. People are hurting. People are in need, Father, and their need is for you to intervene in their life and to be able to meet their needs. And Father, we have people here who have cancer and are having cancer treatments. We pray that, Lord, they can have healing for their bodies and that they can get back on the road to recovery and feel like they're a whole person again, Lord. I've seen where some said they were having marriage problems, Father, and I pray for the marriage. Lord, it's a unit that you put together, and I pray that they can find their unity between each other, and for everything will work good for them. They can be like-minded and can find a renewed spirit for their marriage. And Lord, there's those that are having financial issues, And I pray that, Lord, for those that are having financial problems, that you'll just step in and, Lord, give them the wisdom to know how to use what money they have the best way that they know how to use it. And Father, for those that have to work in the facilities that this virus is in, Lord, I just pray for those. I pray for those who get sick from it. I pray that their bodies can heal and not have any serious damages from it, Lord. And Father, I pray for those in the background that's using this virus to their advantage to try to take down people with it and to try to use it against our country and different things, Lord. I pray that you'll help them that people will overcome them, and Lord, that they'll be put out of commission and not be able to follow through with their evil tactical deeds that they want to do. And Lord, there are those that just, Father, they have tests coming up. They have all kinds of physical issues. They need you. Sometimes it's the unknown, Father, that does more damage to us than the actual test or the disease do ourselves. Some people have a white coat syndrome. They can walk into a doctor's office and it seems like everything in the world goes wrong with them. Their blood pressure goes up, everything happens. And Lord, I just pray that for people like that they can find a calm spirit and that everything will go well. I pray for the gathering this year, that it will go well. I pray for the leader of our country, Lord, that it will go well. I pray for people's gardens, that they're trying to get them in, that they'll be able to get them all in, Lord. We'll be able to grow plenty of food this year. We won't run out, but we'll always have an abundance, Lord. And we can have the blessings of obedience from Deuteronomy given to each and every one here tonight, Lord. And I do pray for our country. I pray today, as the president said, he's ready to bring our soldiers home from Afghanistan, Lord, after being there for 18 years. And Lord, I pray if this is true, then let it happen, Father, and bring our men and women back home to America where they belong at. And Father, I just pray that you'll go with us here tonight. You'll just guide and direct us. You'll help us to all have a good night's rest so that we can rise tomorrow to go about and do your will. We ask these things in thy name. Amen.
Oh, I thought of a few more things that we will have at the gathering. Somebody sent it's survival. I can't remember how survivalist something sent some MRE type things.
Survival foods.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have a kitchen sponge that goes down in jars that you can clean. We are having one of the authors of books is going to be there. QM Preston, I believe is his name, is going to be there. I'm trying to think. Freedom Homestead, Tangi let me know that they're planning on coming. A lot of the channels that you watch are going to be there, like Gemini Homestead, Two Family, Mimsy's Garden,
Fairy Tale Creations.
Yeah, these people are Lou is going to be there. I'm trying to think. Lots of people have told me they're going to be there.
Lots of YouTube channels going to be there. Not necessarily the big YouTube channels this year, but there'll be a lot of the smaller YouTube channels.
Papa
there.
Truck.
Papa Truck, yeah.
Is it Homestead Dad?
The Aldermans.
Oh, Alderman Farms. They're going to sign and sing 2 songs toward the beginning of the day. So you won't want to miss that. I can't remember but there's going to be quite a few people for you to just fellowship with. It's going to be a day of fellowship, a day of fun. Not too much talking, maybe.
Not going to be a lot of people getting up. Not a panel.
There'll be a lot of talking, but not.
Yeah, but we won't have the panel like we usually have, and all the talking that goes on from the stage and all. This year we'll probably do a few announcements. We're just going to get to meet everybody.
Sherry from 7D, I'm not sure if she's going to make it this year or not. She is. I don't know if she's even making bread
anymore. I think she got rid of a lot of her equipment.
So she makes some, but I don't think she makes it on the grand scale that she was making. Right. So I'm not 100% sure. I am hoping that she will make it just as a friend, whether she has bread for sale or not, because I'm out of bread. I would like
Samson's Farm, Single Dad Homesteading, Pine Knot Family Farm. All these different ones will be there.
Okay, so Mimsy is putting it up. Yeah. Mimsy's Garden is helping. Fairy Tale Creations is helping. Gemini Homestead is helping. And then we've got Sherry from Two Family and Daryl from Two Family. All these people are going to be there. I think Brad, big tall Brad, what was his name? Talby was going to be there to help. Country Girl and Andy's Backyard, they're going to be there to help. We've got a lot of people. Naked Hog. His family's going to be there to help. So we got a lot going on. A lot of people have said they'll show up and help us get things ready. And so we're looking forward to it, guys.
Southern Blessed Homestead, so we'll be there. And
yes, Southern Blessed is another one. And so we've got a lot of Mississippi homesteads like Southern Blessed and Alderman Farms and so they're Mimsey's Garden,
Fairy Tale Creation, all those from Mississippi.
They're all Mississippi people that are helping out this year, and it's pretty awesome because that's what we wanted was a lot of Mississippi people. We wanted people from everywhere, but we wanted to showcase Mississippi especially.
Wildcat Hollow, yeah, he's supposed to come.
He's supposed to be there, and y'all, his wife is
Mountain Life, Montana.
Yeah, his wife is from Germany. She just got in, and I'm looking forward to meeting her. Let's see. Oh, Two Family wants us to do a thing with them on Tuesday night before the gathering.
Okay.
Because they want to us to be on their Tuesday night thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about. Tuesday night live broadcast.
Yes, they want us to be on there the Tuesday night before the gathering.
You have to remind me.
Oh, she's going to have to remind me because she knows me.
I'm working on his greenhouse. You're going to tell me what's liable to happen between
now we got 3 weeks to get everything cleaned up, straightened up. How many of you want to come to Deep South like for 3 weeks and clean up everything?
I just got to get this greenhouse finished. That's all I know.
I'm working on the yard. He's working on the greenhouse. We're working on gardens. Y'all, it's crazy. But we'll get there. We'll quit for a couple of days and
it depends on the rain. If the rain will leave me alone. I've had a few nice days. Been cold as a well digger's behind.
Hey, Bama Gardener's going to be there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we got to get off because we have got to get some sleep.
I got to make sure the fire stays going in the wood heater for a little while.
Yes, him and his fire. He really likes his fire.
I love my fire.
Country Homestead Preacher. I think they're going to be there.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. So let's get out of here.
Yep.
If we can shut it down.
If we can figure out how to turn this thing off. Every week we got to figure out how to turn it off. We never did look at all of our pictures, did we?
I think we did. We got most of them.
Did we?
Guys, we're going to end with this. Isn't that beautiful?
Yep.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you from Deep South Homestead.